Hope you don't mind. Here's part two. I believe Kid at Heart does have the right to speak, should be heard, and I'm ashamed that he hasn't. That's my issue. Okay, it's one of many issues. I need a tissue. Now let's get started on his story. He's going to interrupt me a lot because he does need a friend. But also, I don't need a friend. I don't need somebody to talk over me. Now let's try to get him the help that he needs. You can hear about his issues also in Colorado. Maybe y'all should try to see if you can contact Trace and Celia. The last time I was able to take a look, she looked like she was thinking about self-harm, and that scares me. That was years ago, and she hasn't been back on since. So yeah, I'm afraid she might have done something. I hope not. So I guess let's get started and press play.
Like 2 seconds from being a motivational speaker, so, you know what I'm saying? So, like, I am going to make some money, and I will help you no matter what. I love you, okay? And I love your brother, so, like, you guys are miscreants from fucking Boulder, so, you know,
well, we're not exactly getting along right now. He's ignored me pretty much since Natalie was killed.
He's doing his own thing. He's on his own. He's in his own world, so.
He's fucked up on meth. The problem is that I've been hurt a lot. Do what?
Yeah, I know. Also, but if you're trying to fucking change things, then fucking hey, I'm here for you. So, I only have what I have. I don't have any money. I live barely, basically basic. I live really basic. So I live I barely have any money to spend, and I have a daughter, and I have to pay child support, and that's where most of my money goes.
Yes, sir. That's the thing with trying to get people to talk to me is everybody just goes on repeat about those things over and over and over again. I understand, and that's why I try not to eat up everybody's time. I try to get their attention, and I beg them to please listen. Do what?
Yeah, I know you don't want to be an asshole, but like you have problems too, and we all have that. But like, you're looking for somebody that has the time to actually.
It's not the time to actually speak to me. It's the time to fucking listen to me. That's why I get so frustrated. I try to tell people what help I need, and they won't shut the fuck up. And then they treat me like I'm a horrible person because I went to them for help because I was assaulted. Now, mind you, I am trying real hard to get the sound to work. Alright, adjust volume. I'll see if it works this time because I was having a pretty rough time. That's one of the issues with people ignoring male victims. You ignore us until we end our own existence. Or you blow us off until we treat you like crap, and then you can get a hold of us. If we treat you the way that the people who beat on you treat you, then you'll listen. Now, why is that? That's just insanity. In my opinion, I mean. I know a lot of you are in this whole thing. If somebody abusing you makes you love yourself better or whatever, let's press play. Or because I was sexually assaulted, or because I was beaten again, or because I was arrested on false charges, and then they just won't shut up about themselves. And then I can't say, please be quiet and let me speak, because then I get treated like I'm the world's most horrible person because I do need help. And as far as people understanding autism, for me, when I was in Boulder, I rescued people, I saved lives. But now I've got to deal with the fact that none of my friends understand I can't do these things myself. And instead of working together and trying to get something done, I'm arguing with each and every single individual one of them because they just don't give a shit. They'll tell me over and over why they can't. In 6 years' time, I've recorded so many people being beaten down, and you know what? I stick up for them. I never wanted to do any of what I've had to do for the last 6 years. I didn't want to beg for help. And I have had so many people tell me, well, John, you're selfish for asking for help. No, nobody's selfish for asking for help. They need it. The problem is I get people who are treat me like I'm a bad person because I'm asking for help, and then of course I'll treat them like I'm a bad person. I don't mind cursing people out. I'm in Oregon because I've been from one end of the coast, one end of the country to the other since Natalie got her brain blown out. I tried to get all of my friends, at least one of them, to listen, and instead they promised to help and let me go. And it's not your fault. Sorry, what'd you say?
I'm sorry. I know I can handle it. So I know I'm sorry. Like I actually did it and everything that is really sad. I know that you were a suspect in that case, and I never ever thought that you were one. I knew somebody else had something to do with it, and I can't believe that she actually like I didn't know the story from Natalie. You can post it, so
no, you don't know my full stories from Natalie. That's the problem. I've been begging you guys to care. I've had 5 people who knew Natalie. Go ahead.
No, listen. Stop for a second, okay? Let me speak, okay? I know our full story, and I know that you were a suspect and everything like that, and I never thought that you were the one. Okay? I knew there was something else going on, okay? I know that, like, now, I read everything about it, so.
You haven't read everything about it because it's not just about Natalie. It's about
The truth. I want you to know the truth, okay? Know the truth now. You weren't the one, and you were there for her no matter what, and you couldn't be there for her in that situation. And I know if you couldn't, you probably would have stopped her from doing it. Because I know you would have. I love you.
But the thing is, people treated me like, hold on. People treated me like I was in love with her. I couldn't take no for an answer. No, she pressured me to go there. I never had any interest in her vagina. She thought she was in love with me, and so did her sister. But the thing is, for that whole year between when I left Virginia and when she got her head blown off, no, I wasn't trying to be her friend. I was trying to get people to stop hitting me. I was trying to get people to stop kicking me and threatening to kill me and pushing me and shoving me. That whole year before she died, her friends and family stalked me. I have the evidence, but none of my friends will look at it or help share it. I'm still taking abuse over it. Everything that I have had to endure in the last 6 years is all over that. All over the fact that people thought they could look the other way and everything would blow away. People who were actually involved in the situation wanted to pretend like I missed.
There was a lot of people out there thinking about you that were really dissatisfied with the logic of what the police were trying to say. Okay, there were a lot of people, and I can't say their names because it's just not in my. I can't say their names today.
Not one of them ever came forward with me to turn it in. I had a lot of people trying to reach out to me and get a hold of me. I had zero assistance.
I was in Texas dealing with officer right at the time, so I couldn't come forward and say I know so. I know he couldn't beat that guy. He couldn't beat him.
This ain't about see everybody stops and focus on that. No, dude, I have been assaulted, threatened, and harassed since over a year before she was killed. It's got nothing to do with her death. This abuse that I've been taking has nothing to do with her death. It has to do with that crackhead Maddie Boa running around saying that I was fucking molesting and raping 2 little girls in Virginia. She was trying to accuse me of raping and molesting Natalie and Alicia because Natalie and Alicia claimed that I stalked them. I didn't stalk them in Virginia. I was pressured to go there under pain of one of them killing herself.
Who's Alicia?
Alicia Bollinger is Natalie Bollinger's twin sister.
Oh, I don't know that. I know I haven't met any, but Alicia, so.
Alicia Bollinger is Natalie Bollinger's twin sister.
And your dad is a cop.
No, her dad is Ted Bollinger. I got to deal with the cops because the cops just wanted to assume that because a pretty girl ended up dead that it was my fault. Before that, like they literally went out of their way not to properly serve me a protection order. I was trying to get one against them. I've still got the evidence that they threatened, harassed, and intimidated me for over a year before she died. But not one of my friends even cared enough to look at it. Literally, all of them just wanted to argue with me. Or they wanted to say, I believe you, Sean, I care. And then 6 months down the road, after empty promises and still never going in with me. You got to understand that I in Dual County alone, I was taken in and locked up 11 separate times because I had to try to turn in my predators alone. 11 different times. And we're not talking about people getting a hold of me on Facebook and saying, oh, you're ugly and I'm going to go fuck your mom and your dog. I've got literally thousands of shit like that. I'm talking people in real life coming up to me and telling me that they're going to kill me and kill my sister and kill my loved ones. People in real life doing that is a very scary thing.
Yeah, it is very scary stuff.
And the fact that Eric doesn't give a shit is scary as hell.
I've been trying. And you've been like really rude and mean. Yeah, I don't want that anymore. I don't want that. I want to love you. I want us to have a real compatible relationship. I need to relate to you. I have rocket capable coming up, but I can't really do much for myself right now. So, I'm Marine, okay? And I don't want you to cut me out for that, okay?
Yes, sir, I understand that.
I might be going to cancer zone, you know, and it's pretty fucking tough for me to fucking deal with that because I got a 17-year-old daughter that I have to take care of. You know, I got raped by guys, you know, and she's going to court right now. Testifying against one of those guys, and that's really hard for me.
Oh my God, your daughter is a fucking superhero. Holy shit.
So, I love you, okay, and I'm here for you. If you have any place to stay, you've got a place to stay.
I don't even know where you're at.
I know, I don't. I barely have a place to stay right now. I got so suicidal last week that my friends had to keep me from killing my job. Seriously, so like,
Well, that's the thing. For the last 6 years, my friends have been driving me to suicide. I've attempted multiple times.
Exactly. So I've been that way too. So I've been suicidal. I know what it's like. I love you. I'm here for you. In the ways I can be here for you. I can only be here for you in the ways I can talk to you. You can call me everything you want. Okay? We can talk. Okay?
He can literally talk over me forever or go out of his way not to understand. That's the problem, is that he can stop and listen and try to understand. But he can't do that. He can't keep his attention that far. Not my fault. Also, I'm not going to be treated like I'm a bad person for reaching out for help. If that's going to happen, that's where I start being a jerk back.
But I don't have money. I don't work for money. I work for a living. I work to make it just enough to care myself. Okay?
Alright, I gotta cut you off because he literally will not come off of that. He will just over and over and over. He shows he has absolutely no respect for me whatsoever by repeatedly doing that. If he was a friend, see, this is after 6 years of trying to get him to at least pretend to be a friend. 6 years, this is as close as he gets. None of what I need from you is money. I don't need any money from you.
I don't care about money. Okay, so I don't care about money. I don't want to make money. I'm not ever gonna try to be rich. Okay, and I could be. I'm smart enough, and I got enough fucking talent, like what I do. Well, amazing what I do. I remodel houses, and I'm really good at it, but I could make $1 million. I don't care about it. So right now, even where it's at right now.
Now here's one of the problems that I got, is it's all him talking about that kind of stuff. He could make $1 million, and it's not about money. He could make $1 million. It's not about this. It's not about that. He's this. He's that. It's tough. Now, between trying to communicate with the heart here, and of course, Christian coming around the last few days, and then Alexander getting out of jail, and then there's the situation with Farnsworth, the situation with them dickhead cops. Ain't no such thing as a friend. But on the bright side, although he said he loved me and showed me he don't, I do love him, and I do love his daughter, and I don't even think I've ever met her. But because she is a human being, I want her to be safe, same as him. Meanwhile, he lives in Colorado, and he's talking out of his backside. He's got no clue what's going on. He doesn't understand the situation in Colorado with me, has not heard anything about it because he's not listening to me at all. I mean, where in here do I get more than a couple of sentences off before he goes off again? It's not about the money, right? But listen to how many times he brings up money and goes off about money. We're all broke. The point isn't that we're broke. The point is we're not working together. How am I supposed to be able to help him? Well, if I listen to him and I know what's going on with him, it makes it easier. But if I need help and he's going to continually change the deal, or when it's time to talk, he's just going to talk over me, what's the point? At least I was kind enough to answer the phone and listen a little bit. Better than nothing anyway, right? Maybe I should send him a sandwich.
I'm not asking anyone to take care of me. I'm asking for people to be honest, and that's all. I get paid $800 a month in disability. My back payment from disability never came in. If I had help with the paperwork, which I'm not asking you for, if I had help with that paperwork, I'd have a little bit more income. What I need is for somebody to actually understand that I am telling the truth, and also to speak up that I'm not schizophrenic, that I do have the paperwork from the doctor.
Anyway, by this point in it, I'm having a pretty bad panic attack. Matter of fact, right now, I've got a crap ton of anxiety too. Not just over him being a jerk, but over the fact there's a deadline, and this POS could have been a friend at any point in time in the last 6 years. And in the last 6 years, when did he actually pretend to be my friend and actually call? Yesterday. After I had completely treated him like crap. That's when he stopped being a little punk and called me, but you also get to see he's not happy, and neither am I.
And that I have been cut off from the resources, and that's exactly what it is.
Okay, I'm here. I talk every day if you need. All you have to do is call me. You got my number now, right? You got my number, right?
No, sir, you're going to text it to me afterwards, remember?
Okay. So I'm frustrated. I'll try it. I'll be honest. I'll get my number to you. You can text me or call me any day, and I'll fucking answer the phone, okay? I live a life that I don't fucking like. If my phone rings, I'm gonna answer it, okay? If I don't answer the phone, okay? It will not be less than 15 minutes before I call you back, okay?
Yes, sir, that's how I am. I can give you my phone number now if you want.
Hey, my next thing is to be a motivational speaker, and I am trying to get there. I'm trying to get there. And I'll be honest, I'm in the same situation you are. You could be a motivational speaker in like bank. I'm trying to get there. I'm trying to get to be a motivational speaker. So
On my YouTube channel, I speak out about violence. I speak up for victims. I just don't have one to speak up for me.
I'm trying to like let like look, we can be better people. We can all be better people. We all have the knowledge and like we all have the intuition. We all have the intuition. We can be better people.
I became an asshole because being nice to everybody.
Basically, I eventually get to the point where I just got to try talking over him and hoping it'll do some good. Just so you know, there's one more set of this conversation, and it's 20 minutes and 51 seconds long.
And being good to everybody didn't work. Until I hurt my back in 2015 and everybody threw me away, I was good to everybody. You're probably hanging out with a little teeny tiny dog.
No, I think I was on probation.
That could be.
Yeah, I think I was on probation. I was working at TC Factory, so that's where
Yeah, we used to hang out before that, though.
that's not even there anymore. Like, that's gone.
Yeah, I know. My friend Danny died back there. Daniel Chittett.
We used to hang out in the back, so
Yup.
I remember that. So I remember good conversations and good times. So I love it, bro. And I can't say that I don't. There's nothing in my mind that even makes me think that I don't love you. So like it's pretty fucking unreal. It's pretty good.
You know what hurts the most for me is that when I tried to explain to people what was going on, they blew me off like it wasn't a big deal. I think it's horrible that people don't respond until I'm highly abusive. I hate it.
I'm out for you.
Oh, hell yeah. Hey, sure. Hey, I got a question. You have a different name. How do I pronounce it again?
Jair.
Jair.
Yeah.
Like Jair?
Yes.
I'm going to write that down because if I write it down, I'm more likely to remember it.
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
Hold on. I'm looking for. I wasn't able to find or figure out that swipe thing.
Even if I don't have internet service, I have phone. So, and a lot of times I don't have internet service, like where I'm at.
Just quick forever.
So, like, but I have phone service no matter what. So, I only get one phone number. So, it's just.
All right, so pause this. Let's stop this. We'll make it part 3. Do it proper. How do we use videos? Good to be with you. Thanks for coming to visit. Stay out of trouble or don't get caught. Remember, you are your brother's keeper and your sister's, and no victim left behind, not even kid at heart or his daughter.